as live can be. Very excited today to have the entire cast of the film Dhoom 3 in our Bombay studios. Joining us from Mumbai, Aamir Khan, Katrina, Kaif, Abhishek Bachchan and Uday Chopra. Guys, all of you, thank you so much for joining us first of all. Firstly to Aamir. Aamir, when I saw the promos of Dhoom 3, it just seemed like a Hollywood film. I was watching a Hollywood film and instead of Leonardo DiCaprio or say Robert Downey Jr., there was Aamir Khan in it. I mean, a lot of Bollywood films have been shot abroad, but the graphics, the look of the film, your styling, it's just off the charts. Just talk to us about, you know, the whole look and feel of Dhoom 3. It's a very, very international feel kind of film.
Well, I think I do agree that the film has really some amazing production design and camera work. Shudip Da, he's the DOP in the film, he's done the camera work, he's done a wonderful job of capturing Chicago and giving the film, you know, a really international look. And so has Sumit, the production designer. And I think both of them working in conjunction with the director, Victor, have created a look which I think we probably haven't seen on Indian screen before. So yeah, I guess we're all happy with the way it's looking.
Right, and Katrina gets to do, I mean, the Dhoom franchise as it's grown, the title song has become really like, people look forward to who's going to be the next Bond girl. It's like who's going to be in the Dhoom song next. So Katrina, this time you were doing that ultra cool Dhoom Machale song after Hrithik and Aishwarya, you know, John and Tata Young. So now you've done it. Talk to us about that experience of Dhoom Machale, the ultra stylish Dhoom Machale title song.
You're all looking at me. Can you stop? It's making me nervous. Yeah, it was really fun. The only thing is that the title song Dhoom Machale was shot after all the songs in the film, and I guess it's a good thing. But all the songs in the film, I think, have I mean, they've just gone out there and they've done something I think really you've not seen before. Like Aamir said, the attempt at least is really to create something visually in terms of dance, in terms of picturization in the songs that you'll feel you've really not seen before. So when we got to Dhoom Machale, it was a little more like, you know, the music videos we see. So it was a lot of fun. The styling I think was really good. Anaita has done the styling, and I think she comes up with these great looks. And then of course you have all the action shots of the film in between, which is a very, like you said, it's kind of like an international format, and I think it's come out really well. But I'm most excited about the songs you'll get to see in the film.
But was there pressure on you coming, you know, because Hrithik had done a phenomenal job on the previous song? Was there pressure on you? Maybe there'll be comparisons?
Well, luckily Hrithik is a guy, and guys and girls don't normally tend to have direct, you know, comparisons. Hrithik did an amazing job, of course, but I think I'm lucky because, you know, Hrithik's comparison is going more towards for Aamir's tap dance. So because they're both obviously playing, you know, he's playing.
But I have to say that
respective role.
Well, I don't think I can compare myself. No, I'm not in trouble. I think that I'm quite clear that Hrithik is a far better dancer than me. I mean, he's amazing. He's really amazing dancer. When I watch him, I just get mesmerized. Yeah. So I'm not as good a dancer, not even half as good as a dancer as Hrithik or, you know, Prabhu Deva, Shahid. All of these are really amazing dancers. Yeah. But it was fun for me to learn something new. I think tap is a dance form which was very challenging for me to do. Something I also have been wanting to learn for a while. And it was fun to do and try something new. I think if Hrithik would have done the tap, he would have done it much better than me, of course.
Okay, and Abhishek.
But I think the songs in the film are really going to be something, I think, even more than I think the videos you've seen now.
Especially her Kamli song. I think she's done it really well. I mean, when I watch it, I can't believe she's done the stuff. It's really tough.
Yeah, but we know how comfortable you made her while you were shooting for Kamli. She spoke about that one shot where she has to put her leg on his or your shoulder, and you told her that, oh, I've got a broken shoulder, so take care of that.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, do you mind? Like, you know, just before the shot, you really think that, you know, someone's going to be like smiling and be like, hey, you know, don't worry. It's just, you know, keep it. Just don't worry. Don't take any tension. He's like, just 1 second, Katrina, you know, just a little carefully. I'm sure he did it on purpose. Now that I know his sense of humor, I think he was joking, but I think that I just didn't realize you were joking.
I don't even remember this.
Okay.
He doesn't remember the scene. Great, thanks.
Wow. Abhishek and Uday Chopra, my favorite characters from the Dhoom franchise, you know, the favorite moments that I have are the conversations between the two of you, because Uday has this nervous, you know, dialogues which are really comical, and then Abhishek, in true Jay character, you know, somewhat like his dad, the Jay from Sholay, comes up with these one-liners. It's a really interesting chemistry that both of you have gone, you know. Just talk to us about the history of you together working on the Dhoom franchise and about this film.
First and foremost, thank you. We hope we don't disappoint you in part 3. We've tried our level best to maintain Jay and Ali in the way that they're loved the most. The banter is there, the camaraderie is there. And I think as far as the chemistry is concerned, once we were both cast in Dhoom 1, it was more, Jay and Ali almost became an extension of our real life friendship. Uday and I have known each other since we were children and have grown up together. And there's a huge comfort level together, and I'd like to believe that translates onto screen. It's a film we've all worked very hard on. There are two characters we've kept very dear to us and worked very hard on, and it's wonderful to hear such encouraging words.
And Uday, for you?
Continuing from where Abhishek is, coming from, it's I think a lot to do with the chemistry has a lot to do with our friendship, and we've grown up together. I think that's really worked. As far as the characters that you see on screen, I think in real life we're pretty much the opposite. He turns out to be the one who's actually doing all the mad stuff, and I try to keep controlling him on set. But that's, I think, the magic of cinema, I guess, and Jay and Ali, come alive because we can probably do our jobs.
Yeah, I'm going to second that, because when I watched Dhoom 1, I really fell in love with both the characters, Jay and Ali. And I had no idea at that time that I would actually be part of one of the franchise, one of the series. And I really liked the character of Ali and Jay. And when I came on set for the first time, I was looking forward to both, Uday being like Ali and Abhishek being Jay. But in real life, he's like Ali and he's like Jay. So I got a bit of a shock.
Yeah, I mean, I feed off of his madness for Ali in a very strange way. So thank you.
I'm his inspiration.
Yeah, he is.
Right, talking about real life, how Aamir is in real life. Aamir speaks about, that, okay, I'm not such a big star, Salman has that star power. But if you look at it, Aamir has lived his life in a very heroic way. Puri industry ek taraf, Aamir Khan ek taraf. He's followed his heart, he goes for the subjects that he wants to. Marketing mein now we are seeing, he's saying less is more when everybody is like overkilling with promotions. So is it in a way very intimidating to work with someone like Aamir Khan because he's, he has this image of being just this heroic, headstrong character? Katrina, for you, Katrina? Is it intimidating working with Aamir in any sense?
I think the thought was initially, but as soon as we started working together, I would say no. The reason for that is you right away get this sense from him. I mean, when I don't know someone, I'm kind of trying to figure them out like anyone would. And the sense I got from him right away was when he's on the set, at least, and when he's getting prepared for a shot or for the scene or whatever, he actually seems just very much like an actor, like an artist who's trying to see what he can create, and he's looking at you to try and see what can you bring. So in that sense, there's no sense of stardom, or there's no sense of this aura around him, or this projection of, okay, what a great star I am, or how intelligent I am. He listens to you, he listens to your suggestions, to your inputs for the scene, and then you have a conversation about it, which is very normal. So I actually immediately felt very comfortable with him in terms of working, in terms of being comfortable acting in front of him. I found it very actually easy. The only thing which is a little, if you use the word intimidating about him, is that he doesn't talk and chit chat as much. So he'll just kind of sit like that. And then he'll say one thing, and then you'll start talking, and before you finished your answer, he's gone off somewhere else. He's lost interest.
It's totally untrue.
No, it's true.
No, it's not at all.
Am I like that?
Not at all. He's a chatterbox. He's only talking. Maybe he doesn't like you as much as he likes us.
That is a possibility which I've accepted. That initially I thought maybe it's just me, but now he talks properly. Now we have like full conversations. Like
because we're around, no?
No, you've not been around some of the last few days. Sorry.
Of course I have.
No.
Of course. Yesterday he was chatting a lot with you on the slide.
But there's been some parties which you were missed out on.
Oh, I was not. We were not invited.
No.
You all were both invited each and every time. You all just didn't turn up.
I think it's very wrong.
But I want to ask, I'm not like that.
Aamir?
Not at all.
Not at all.
Aamir,
Yeah.
you're working with Yash Raj Films. You were offered Dar long ago, and we know that you don't accept scripts that you don't like. and you're like, these two powerhouses have come together for the first time, and it's one of the biggest releases ever, not only of the year but ever. Why did it take so long? Was it that you didn't like a script, or you weren't offered a script for so long by Yash Raj?
No, I've actually did a film called Fana, which was a few years ago, which I did with Yash Raj, and I had a great experience working with both Yashji and Adi. In fact, I worked with Yashji even earlier on a film called Parampara, in which Adi was one of the assistants. So I've had a long relationship with Yashji, and yes, was a film that I was supposed to do, but for other reasons it didn't work out. But my experience of working with Yash Raj, the first time I worked was Fana, and it was a really wonderful experience. I mean, I do films based on what is offered to me and what I get excited by, and in fact, I have to say that I don't think I have rejected a single film that Adi has offered me, because he offered me Fana and I did that, and then he's offered me Dhoom 3 and I've done that. So both the films that Adi brought to me were films that I liked and what I wanted to do. And Dhoom 3 really was, I mean, the moment I heard the script, I just fell in love with it, and I wanted to do it straight away. Yeah.
Right, and Dhoom 3, you know, Dhoom as a franchise has always been about action, dancing, beautiful costumes. It's basically about, you know, as much as it is about the thrill and the action, it is about style. So for you to, you know, was it very enjoyable for you to do this completely different stylish avatar for Aamir Khan, you know, the action, the CG, the graphics, everything? How would you rate the style?
Yeah, it was fun. I mean, I don't usually, yeah, you're absolutely right. I don't usually do a film which requires me to be stylish. But I really enjoyed it. I really loved it. But I have to say here that while the Dhoom franchise is about style and action and, you know, stunts and big songs, it's about all of that, and so is Dhoom 3. Dhoom 3 has all of that. But this Dhoom 3 has got something more than that. It's got heart. It's got a very strong emotional core as part of the story, and that's actually what took me by surprise when I heard the script for the first time, because I didn't expect that. So I got what I expected, but more. And so yes, but it was a new experience for me in many ways doing this film. And I have to say that, you know, we were talking earlier about Yash Raj, and I have to say that Adi is, you know, one of the best producers I've worked with. Yeah, he's someone who is completely supportive of the creative team. He, you know, doesn't let go of anything. He doesn't hesitate to invest, whether it's financially or his time, in every way.
Exactly.
And he loves his films, and that's what's amazing about Adi. He really loves cinema and loves his films, and it's a real pleasure working with Adi. And he's got a great judgment about cinema. He's got a great sense of cinema. So he's a producer who, you know, contributes a hell of a lot to a film, and he's a great producer to work with.
Right, and Abhishek, for you playing Jay again, you know, actors don't like repeating themselves, or they look for new roles, but since it's a franchise, you're playing the same role again. How was this experience? Does it get monotonous, or does it, how do you like drive yourself to play the same role?
Well, I think for starters, we're making Dhoom after 7 years, so it's almost like, you know, revisiting an old friend. It's not something that I'm doing on a daily basis. This is the third part, and we've made the 3 films over 10 years, so it doesn't feel monotonous at all. In fact, I quite enjoy doing Jai Dikshit. He's somebody I know extremely well, almost down to an instinct, where I think it's just been ingrained so much over the period of time that we've been doing it. I thoroughly enjoyed doing the film because I love working with Uday. I love the way that Jay and Ali work together in the film. I love their banter. To add to that, Dhoom is just a fun franchise to be a part of. The making process is always a lot of fun. We've always been blessed with a wonderful star cast, be it in Dhoom 1 when we had Aisha, Rimi and John, then in Dhoom 2 we had Bipasha, Aishwarya and Ritik, and this time we have Katrina and Aamir. And it's always just a lot of fun. It's a film where everybody bonds. It's, to repeat an oft-used phrase, it was a party on set. And, for the boys, you get to do stunts and do stuff that we don't usually get to do in our normal day lives, and it's a huge high. And to add to it, thankfully the audiences love it, and it's become a successful brand. We hope it carries on. It's just a lot of fun To add to it, the third time round, yes, there was an attitude to think that, oh, you know, how do we evolve it a bit more? How do we not make it boring and monotonous? And that's when you have somebody like Aamir step in, and I think when he comes in, he brings a lot with him to a film. There's a certain responsibility we have as the team of Dhoom towards Aamir that, you know, the film has to be befitting to him as well. He does stand for many qualities, so you can't disrespect that.
Right.
But I think most of that he takes care of. I mean, he's
Right.
been around for a long time. He knows what he's done. He knows how to do stuff, and his track record is brilliant. And as an actor, from our point of view, at least if I can speak for Uday and myself, it was a huge honor to get the opportunity to work with him.
Okay, we need to wrap it up, but before we go, I'm going to ask you a trivia question about Aamir Khan. Can you name one film where Aamir Khan and Shah Rukh Khan have done a scene together? This is Aamir can't answer, all three of you. Where Aamir and Shah Rukh have done a scene together.
I know the answer.
Any film.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know.
No?
Who wants to answer?
No.
Should I give the answer? They don't know.
It's Zoya's film, no?
No,
you
scene
want-
together.
It's a film called Pehla Nasha,
Right.
which Ashutosh Gowarikar directed, and we all had a walk-in part.
Tu hai Deewana, Main Hu Mastana, I remember that song. Deepak was in it.
Deepak was the hero in that film, and
Ashu's first film.
And yeah, and there's a premiere scene where Shah Rukh is there, I'm there, Saif is there.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
We land up on Deepak's premiere.
Oh.
Small bit part, yeah.
Right, but it was, I think it's the worst scene that Aamir and Shah Rukh have been in together and anyway in their lives. But I think Dhoom 3 is going to be a big success, and very excited to watch the film. Thank you all for joining us. Aamir Khan, Katrina Kaif,
for having
Abhishek
us.
Bachchan,
Thank you.
Uday Chopra, thank you all for joining us.